Hey, folks, welcome everybody to our latest episode of, actually, our first episode of Back to BHS. This is going to be a really cool series where we're going to visit the Canal Zone through the eyes and memories of our friends at BHS during your graduating years. And so this year we're celebrating the class of 84's graduation. And so we're going to use that one to kick things off. But before we do that, we're going to go actually ahead and start talking about a show about the reunion. We have a reunion coming up here in a couple of weeks down in Panama. So we're going to go ahead and go over that here. We have some folks from the class of 84. They're going to talk about some of their events going on there. We're going to talk again a little bit about some of the art bundles from Al Sprague that are going to be available there. And then talk a little bit about this upcoming series, Back to BHS, with this class of 84. We're going to have several episodes over the next few months leading up to when you guys graduated in June of 1984. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started and bring all of our guests on board here. So we've got quite a few special guests on here. We've got... and I'll just go by our Canal Zone and our Panama last names because I think that's just easier for everybody. So we have Rebecca Grimison, we have Christine Metzger, we have Doris Karani, and we have Robert Joyce joining us, all from the class of 84. Welcome, guys. Welcome.
Thank you.
How you doing, Willie?
I'm doing fantastic. This is really, really awesome. Been doing a couple of these types of series and connecting with some people in the last few weeks. So I'm really excited to do this. Robert, I haven't seen you or spoken to you, and I can't remember when. I've seen a couple of you guys at reunions. Doris, I probably haven't seen you since Panama. And same thing with you, Christine. You haven't been back to Panama since you left way back when. We just chatted about it. So this is a really cool way to get together and say hello to everybody and see what's going on. And so I'm doing great. How you guys doing?
Good.
Awesome.
Very
great.
good.
Excited.
We are excited and we're ready for this. We are ready.
So, Christine, you haven't been back to Panama since 1984. Well, you did go back one time, correct?
I went finally about 2 years ago with this, with Robert and Doris, Ernesto, the whole gang, and had unbelievable time. Couldn't believe the changes. Went by, the old houses, the school. But the thing that blew me away, like we were talking about before, was the causeway. I just, when you try to describe what it was like to now what it's like now, it's just unbelievable to me. It really is. Like, it was really unbelievable.
Yeah, a lot of people say that the U.S. held Panama back. And for those that didn't go back for many years after the whole changeover, you did see that, my God, the country did grow quite a bit. So, who knows what happened there. Doris, where are you at? Are you in Panama or?
I'm in Miami.
You're in Miami. Okay, right on.
Pinecrest, Florida is part of Miami. And
Right.
I do go to Panama like maybe 3 times a year, Christine.
Okay,
maybe?
so it's second
4
nature
times.
to you. So
Oh,
you don't notice
yeah.
the changes as much. It's like, I saw that last time.
No, I noticed every time I go, it's just something new. Like, oh, this went up, or the one way is different than the other way. It changes.
Yeah, right on. And Rebecca, I know you're here in Florida. I've run into you a couple of times here and there. And so again, same thing. How many times have you been to Panama since?
I go a lot. I probably go once a year.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So
There
you
were
again,
some years maybe that we didn't go, but yeah, I've been at least once a year. Sometimes more than once a year.
Right on. I see. I'm the lame one. I've been back to Panama twice since I left.
You need to get back.
Wow.
I know. It's terrible. I know. Everybody tells me
So
that.
when was the last time you went?
2009.
Oh my gosh, you're all freak.
Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. Thank God for social media. You kind of stay in touch with some of it. But Robert, where are you at?
No. I'm in Panama. I stayed and I live here.
You stayed home.
Yeah, I stayed home. Correct.
Right on.
Yeah.
So you're part of the changes then. To me, the biggest
change.
I think to me, the one that I can say I never in my wildest dreams would have thought would have happened was a subway. Right.
Yep.
If we go back to 1984 and think, okay, in 2020 something, subway.
Yeah, the subway's operating, and I'm gonna confess here, I've never been on the subway.
It's terrible.
It's been working for so long, and actually, it's been working very well.
and it's
And
very
clean.
All right. So Alex Reyes, a note to for
No.
next year 2025 reunion. We're gonna have to have a subway tour thrown in
Oh,
there.
I like it. Yes, that would be fun.
Yeah, and the idea there is that the subway will soon, and soon is a relative word, will reach Chorrera
Wow.
over the canal and into Arahan, Chorrera, and they want to go all the way through the beaches, but that's going to be a ways away.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
You know, but so maybe 5 years, we'll have another bridge over the canal, which should be between the new one, Centenario, and the old one, Thatcher Ferry. And that bridge will have the metro rail on it. And that's what's going to take us all the way to Chorrera.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yep.
That will be fantastic for traffic purposes.
Heck
Yeah, that's what they're
Yeah.
expecting. And then we do have the regular highway moving from, it was 2 lanes, it was then
Yes.
4, and I think when it will be ready, it's going to be 10 lanes.
Wow.
Man.
That's great. That's
Wow.
really
Wow.
great.
Can
So
you tell
that-
me a time frame?
Time frame in Panama time. Actually, it's moving right along. Last
Before
time
we die, I don't know.
give it,
No,
give it
I
2
saw
years.
a lot of movings. I saw a lot.
Yeah,
of changes.
actually, yes, it's
Yeah.
moving right along. Give it
Yeah.
2 years and it should be done.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, to me, the other one that's really shocking, and I had firsthand look at the before and at, or not the after so much, but Tocumen Airport, because I worked at Copa Airlines right after high school, so I was there for about 2 years, and we had our 1 plane, and then 2 for a while, and then back to 1 again, and just a couple of gates there, and now it's like, holy shit, look at the size of this airport, man! And
It's huge.
a couple planes as far as the eye can see. I
It's
catch them planes landing here in Tampa ever so often. It's cool to watch and think,
So,
oh,
did you see the new terminal? I don't.
Oh yeah, it's even bigger now, Willie. There's a brand new
insane.
terminal.
Oh,
Well,
the new terminal. The new terminal is really it's something to see. That's where Copa has their hub now.
yeah. Well, I'm more familiar with it from Flight Simulator because they're actually
Oh,
very
right.
accurate. And so they replicate stuff as soon as something new comes out. Like within a week after the Sphere opened in Vegas, they updated the scenery. So when you flew on Flight Simulator, I go, cool, there's the Sphere. So that's how I know the airport there and all the planes and stuff. But it's amazing to see.
And then another thing is that now, and that is a fact, the subway, the metro goes up to the airport, up to the terminal.
That's amazing.
And you can actually get off the plane and now take your carry-on and get on the metro rail.
Do you know how many times I slept in and then missed because the Copa van would pick us up and take us out to the airport, and I would miss the van because the pickup was right there by where the Saca bus terminal was back there in Central.
Yeah.
And if I missed that shit, I'd have to get one of those buses, man, and get on. And of course, the music and the lights and everything. But darn, it was like 150 stops, man. And I had to be there at 10 o'clock and forget it. 11:30, I'm showing up to the airport. And then I got to get up and walk and run up there to. Man, now it's easy.
But I've done the entire line of the subway. I went to San Miguelito. I think that's a very good, Rebecca, I think that's something that everybody should do. You can see it's really interesting. And I've been to the airport as well with my luggage because I wanted to try it. And I took my mom's maid with me because I was kind of scared, but she went with me and everything. No, and it's so clean.
It went okay, didn't it? Yeah.
Well, she's still here, so obviously she's
It's safe and clean.
It's something that I would.
It's not like the New York City subway, huh? No.
Yeah,
no, the subway
I would recommend it. I mean,
clean.
if you have that choice, you're good taking the subway from the terminal to one of the stops and then walking. I mean, Doris, you have the stop right close to where your mom's house is.
Yeah.
You can walk a block away and get to your mom's house.
Fine,
It's very convenient.
And not only that, you can go right into that Albert Mall where everybody likes to shop because it's super cheap. It goes right in there too. I've done that too. I've done it because I wanted to see what it was like. And I'm so sad that Christine, I didn't take you on that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's
We'll do it
good.
this time.
It's good.
Well, we can do it in 2 weeks. We got a
Yeah.
day, don't we? An off day. We can go.
Yeah.
Correct.
There you go.
That sounds really cool. You have to film that and give everybody a tour of
There
it.
you go.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Cool. So let's listen. Well, let's talk about your reunion. What you guys have going on. Obviously, it's class of '84. We're 2024, so you got the big. I don't have to remind everybody it's 40 years, but the big 40.
40 years.
But in 2 weeks, you guys are all going to be in Panama.
Yep.
You're going to be doing the reunion in the zone there at the which one, the Radisson, in it by the yacht club.
Yep, at the Radisson. That's our headquarters. And I mean, we have what, 77 classmates? Is that right, Doris?
Right on.
77, correct.
Well done, class of
77
'84. Well done.
Yeah, largest reunion we've ever had. Very large for everybody traveling there, and with spouses, partners, it's what, 100. We're at almost 110.
Correct.
Yeah.
Large gathering for an Orlando reunion.
We're 110.
You know, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, better than Orlando because we've never had that many people come to Orlando.
No.
I'm saying,
For our class.
and I mean that's a good reunion for an Orlando reunion, and heck, and this is even doing a
gotcha.
Panama trip. That's pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Above
Our
84.
class really wanted to come back. They all really wanted to come
Yeah, they
back
did.
and to come
They
back
did.
together. Mm-hmm.
Now, how long have you guys been planning this? Because obviously, I'm class of '86, and we're going to probably want to do something like this. And so, what is that? When did you guys start talking about this?
February.
I think it was, yeah. I remember being in my kitchen
this
and
year?
Doris calling me and her going, we got to start talking about the reunion. And I'm like, oh boy. And she's like, I was just talking to Rebecca and we want to do it in Panama this year. And I really thought to myself, who's going to go?
Right.
Like we can't even, like 35 people we were getting to Orlando. And that's such an easy place. And it just took off. So we really did start in February, and we kind of wanted to do it in conjunction with the Canal Zone reunion so that, people could go to both and plan accordingly. And we've been meeting every Sunday morning for this whole entire time, practically, the four of us, and via over the phone, WhatsApp, and just talking it out. Doris has gone down to Panama to deal with it. Robert has been going down. It's just been, a lot of work, but we're so excited for everything that we've planned and have going on.
Right on. No, because like I said, we want to do something like that and want to know how to start planning. When did people start actually jumping on and saying, hey, I'm going, and getting confirmed? And was it quick, or did you guys have to keep poking people? Or
We have we had a deadline, and we are done for reimbursement, because if they decided not to go, guess what? You get your 75% off in December. Like, it was a month and 2 weeks before we actually had and that kind of persuaded people and helped people feel confident that they were going to pay and they were going to get reimbursed if they decided not to go or something was going on wrong.
Right.
right on.
Right.
Yeah. And some people are planning a big trip. I mean, they're coming down from like Washington State, New York State, Massachusetts, Maine,
Canada.
They got to go all the way down to Panama, so it's not easy anymore. So we took that into account, and lo and behold, we almost got to 80 people, which I thought was like unimaginable.
Yeah, heck yeah, I would have bet against that, man. That's pretty cool.
We were thinking
we
Less
had,
than a year notice.
yeah, we had one girl coming from Switzerland.
Wow, right on.
Yeah.
But
I would say
because she had issues.
I would say though we started slightly late. It's better if you can start a year out, because I know we missed a few people that had already planned their trips to Panama that did not coincide with ours.
Okay.
Start a year in advance. Give everybody a year.
Okay.
To make that plan.
I think a year is about standard, and really just give everyone the information they require to make the trip down as early as possible so they can make their plans in time.
Now, I know there was like a discount or something with Copa. Is that something Alex set up for the whole reunion, or did you guys do something yourselves?
Alex did that, and that was a big thing. I went last year to the Canal Zone reunion, CZ reunion, and then I went to Class of '83's reunion. And when I came back, that's when I got in touch with Doris. I was like, we should do this. But the precipitous really is that Canal Zone reunion, because they
Mhm.
have these things going on first. Plus they do things like the discount
Sure.
that they're able to do because they have more people than us.
Yeah.
In fact, Rebecca, I still remember we made it to Alex's Canal Zone reunion last year.
Yes.
We spoke there, and
that was our first official meeting.
Right there. We got to do this in Panama for 2024, and
that's right.
That's where it started. We got to get Doris, Christine, everyone else involved, and that's what we did. So it started basically after January 2023. It started February going on forward.
Okay. And so the dates are now the dates that they have on there are Friday the 26th. In fact, here, let me do this. Let me pull this up, that Mi Eventos page here real quick. And bear with me here. I usually have
it is Friday,
with me.
Friday the 26th. Mm-hmm.
There it is. You should be able to see that now. Yeah, so Friday the 26th it started, and this is now their Canal Zone reunion. But you guys, what do you guys got going on that Friday?
Nothing.
Okay.
No, we don't have anything during their reunion time.
Yeah, we're joining them. We're joining them in the
That's
reunion.
Right. We're going,
and then we break off later and do the 84 thing.
So when does your stuff start then?
Sunday.
Okay, so Sunday you guys have. So what do you guys have going on Sunday? Go ahead and talk about that,
Rebecca.
Sunday is our welcome cocktail reception. People will check in with us when they check in to the hotel, which is the Radisson, which is also the headquarters for the CZ reunion. But that's kind of our headquarters, our central area. We're going to check people in. They can pick up a registration packet and their name tags from us. And it'll have all.
What time does that start?
We're doing that from 1 to 3 at the hotel. And then at 5:30, we're having a cocktail happy hour at Sabroso, which is out on the causeway. It's a restaurant bar, Doris.
Yes.
Restaurant bar.
Okay.
So we're just having.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, it's a restaurant bar. I mean, you can. It's a surprise for a lot of people, but it's a perfect place to learn about Panama, to come back to Panama after many, many years. And even myself, who I go a lot to Panama, it's really nice. And we're going to be there from 5:30 to 7:30, right, Rebecca?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then that'll be the welcome cocktail there, and people are invited to either dine there later or check out the sites on the causeway. I mean, causeway.
Okay, and where is this Sabroso located at?
Right in the middle. Yeah, in the causeway, right in the middle. What island is that?
So it's out there in Amador, basically.
It's where picture this. It's where the old Amador. No, it's where the beach was.
Across the beach.
But the nice thing is that once everybody gets to Panama and once they're in the reunion, they're going to be in Amador at the reunion by the yacht club, and then that is going to be right there on the causeway. So you don't even have to worry about going off into Panama anywhere.
Exactly.
Anything done as far as transportation, or will they just Uber out there, whatever?
Well, for that night, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm sorry, they can Uber. There's always different transportations. They rent bikes. They do whatever,
So in other words, it's their own transportation on that night.
Yes, on that side. Yeah.
Just so everybody knows.
Yep.
So, okay, guys. So then 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock on Sunday, there'll be a reception to get together.
No. 1 to 3 is just when we're checking people in.
Okay, just checking. My bad.
Yeah,
okay.
The reception starts at 5:30.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So 1 to 3 p.m., guys, get checked in at the hotel there. You guys will have a table, I guess, set up and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Perfect. And then 5:30-ish. Okay. So that means 5:15, 5 o'clock, because if you say 5:30, it'll show up at 6 o'clock.
Right.
But,
right.
But no. They really have to show up.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but
There's a
5:30 and
sunset.
Sabroso on the causeway. You guys are
On the
gonna have to look
causeway.
at.
Right.
And
Right.
there's a
No.
sunset at 6:00. So they really need to get there like around
Ah, there you
4.
go.
Yeah, the sunset at 6 is going to be great, and
Awesome.
you're right there in front of the beach, what used to be the beach. Well, it's still there actually, and you have all the sailboats and the yachts and stuff in that
Is
area.
the shark net still there?
The
The what?
Remember the shark net in
No.
Amarillo
Yeah.
Beach? God
Shark
darn,
net is gone.
remember the tide would go down and you look and see all the holes. You're like, oh shit, man.
Yeah, shark net is not there anymore. So
No.
Well, it was barely there when we were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sharks have free reign.
Right on. So don't go swimming there, guys. Don't do that. But cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And then so now that's Sunday, and then from there, what happens?
Mondays our next.
Monday,
Yeah.
yeah, we have a full day Monday, a whole day, and it's beach day, and there's a lot of surprises there. But we are fine tuning a couple things, and it's going to be super exciting. We're trying to get. We only had a cap for 85 people, and we're trying to get everybody that wants to come because we have a waiting list of 8 people now, and we'll get everybody on there, not just
Awesome.
85, but everybody.
All right. And which beach are we going to?
Well, that's it.
That's still up in
Let's
the
just
air.
let's
We're looking
let's
at
put it as a
we're
price
looking at a
because we
couple
have.
options, and we're trying to accommodate everybody for that day.
Okay.
We're
We,
trying.
we didn't expect as much demand as we got.
Good problem to have.
So we have a couple choices, and we're still fine tuning that.
Okay.
Um,
Well, for
and
what it's worth, next week we're doing a Canal Zone reunion show again. If you guys want to chime in and join us, if you have any
Okay,
updates,
yeah,
you can
great.
certainly join us there as well. So
great.
So that night after our fun in the Sunday, we informal gathering at the yacht club right next door, which I think is now called like the Canal House. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, now it's called the
something.
Canal. It used to be called the Yacht Club, and it's right where the Yacht Club used to be.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that's informal. If people can go get something to eat, maybe go down to Costco on their own or find a restaurant and then come back and join us and have a drink that night. We can wander back to the hotel when we're done.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Well, and being a beach day and all that, you may have. We're all viejos now, so you may not.
That's right.
Hey,
That might be
Yeah.
all we can handle.
I'm just saying.
That was
I mean, I'm 86. I'm not as old as you guys, but I'm just saying.
You know what?
No, we
Age
can.
is a
We
number.
rest when we get home. We don't rest
Yes,
while we're
right
there.
on.
It's
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
go,
Yeah.
go, go. You know,
Yeah,
sleep
take
on the
another
plane going
vacation
home
from the
next week,
vacation,
so.
right? Of course.
Yeah.
So that's Monday then. Anything going on Tuesday then?
Yeah, Big Day Tuesday. Christine, you want to tell us about it? Or
So
Robert?
Tuesday morning, Robert was able to get us a tour of Balboa High School, or what was Balboa
right
High
on.
School. Yeah, so we're gonna take a walk around there. Then we're all gonna meet on the administration building steps and have our picture taken. The one that I wasn't in because I had chicken pox in 1984.
Yeah.
So
We're
I'm
recreating the
reliving
moment.
it. Yeah, and I'm gonna be front and center. I'm just letting everyone know that.
All right.
Then that day is, the rest of the day is everybody can do what they want. And then that evening, we do have transportation set up, double-decker buses to take everyone to the Union Club, which was a big part of our high
Sure.
school days. A lot of formal parties and,
Awesome.
things happen there where we will have our dinner, dancing, and
Right.
Cool.
yes, and we have a very I remember going to Coronado and the DJ there will be also playing at this party as well.
Yeah.
So
Hey, Willie, do you remember Truenos y Relámpagos?
Claro que
Yep.
sí.
We
So
got
there'll
him.
be-
We got
Yep.
him, man.
That
Yep.
is awesome. Are they still around, or did they get back together for this?
They're still around, and they're
That's
making,
amazing.
They're making bucks on the nostalgic.
God, that's longevity,
You have
man.
no idea.
Mhm. Yeah, so that
It's
should be a really
amazing.
fun night. And then, transportation back. And then, and that'll
Transportation on
be,
the double decker.
All right. So going back to the picture at the admin,
Yeah.
do you guys
Yes.
have transportation? Is everybody getting themselves there on their own? It's not that far, obviously, but
Yeah, it's not that
We're
far.
working on that. We're working
Okay.
on that, but pretty much everybody is on their own. But there's something that's brewing, you know.
cool. Okay. And
Yeah,
Christine, you
so
can
that-
take a picture by yourself there as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so that
because it's
everyone
only-
can get there and we can take the picture as we did 40 years ago.
Christine, you should stand where you would have been standing in 1984 all by yourself and have them take a picture of you there.
You know what? Damn
That would be
straight.
so cool.
I'm gonna look at the picture now so I can see where I am, so I can place myself specifically.
Yeah, that would be awesome too.
Yeah.
Before and after.
Hey, we can. You know what? We can also take a picture when we were on the hill, and get a cardboard and put it on the hill.
Go right
Oh
ahead.
well, I have
It might be a
I
Guinness
have
World Record too, the world's largest cardboard slide.
There
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
one time when
At
we
our
painted
age.
the head one night, and the MPs came, and I had to run up that hill with Melanie Donahue and hide in the ditch up at the top while they told us to come down with the lights. Come down.
Oh, I love it. That's
So-
fantastic.
Oh my God.
I won't be in the ditch for the picture.
No.
That's what you
Well,
say now. But we'll
talking
see.
about,
You know
talking
what? Just
about-
get a big cardboard, or not even cardboard. We sit down and we sit on that hill.
yeah.
We totally can do it because it's dry season, right, Robert?
Yeah.
Dry enough?
Yeah. No,
It
no, yeah, you can. Yeah, you will be
Yeah.
able to. Yep.
That would be pretty cool to have
And,
everybody
you know,
slide
the-
down the
we-
hill.
Yeah.
Hey,
this-
Will,
Class
I
of
think you
84
wanna-
arrested.
Yeah, Will, I think you want to come to a reunion.
I do, man. I wish I had known about this earlier. Unfortunately, I don't have the time to do it, but I really do wish I was down there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm working on getting at least some correspondents down to help us film some stuff, and we can do some shows. And if you guys want for the class of 84 people that can't join down there, maybe set something up that we can, do a short broadcast with you guys and
Great.
let them
Yeah.
celebrate, at
that'd
least
be
join in,
fun.
maybe a class of 84 toast or something. Let the people that didn't join at least join online or something.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
really fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
that's
be pretty
great.
cool to
And
set up.
I'm sure the tour will be nice for everybody who actually left in 84 and really hadn't been back
Yeah.
to that place in 40 years.
hmm
And it really hasn't changed that much. I was there for an interview a while back, and I shared some pictures. I went straight to where my locker was.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
So this was where my locker was. It was here, I tell you. And yeah, I mean, you can.
That would be for me the highlight of the trip, honestly. Is
I
going
mean,
to Bravo
you
High
can actually
Yeah.
picture the people running and shouting, and it's incredible. I mean, it really is. I mean, it's
I
still
remember when we were allowed to paint our lockers. Ours was a big MTV. The
You betcha.
MTV logo was in ours.
there.
Yeah.
Willie, I got one for you.
Uh-huh.
In front of our lockers, there was a janitor's a storage place.
Okay.
Guess what? I still remember to that day, I was looking for that janitorial locker where your brother stuck a freshman in and left him there all day. On the
That
floor.
is
Not
so
at all
It's
surprised.
still there.
Not at all surprised. Not surprised one bit.
God, he's a sweetheart. He wouldn't do that.
So that your first day senior year, okay, which would be 83 then August, was
Yep.
my first day as a sophomore there, because obviously we were Corundu for 9th grade.
Yeah. Well, it
Very
wasn't
first-
you. It wasn't you. I know that.
No, I know it definitely wasn't me. I knew better than to do that. My brother would go out of his way to embarrass me in front of our friends.
Yeah.
I knew better than that. But no, I got caught on the end of the 600 buildings there, smoking cigarettes with Tony DeLuca. First day of school, man, and I'm in Miss Lewis's office. Like, damn,
Oh my
man,
God.
holy shit, didn't even
There
take
you
me
go.
one day, man, and I'm already on the bad list, man. So it was so cool. I love talking about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and that will bring back a lot of memories.
Yeah.
And the more the way I look at it and say it is, the more things change, the more things stay the same.
Right.
You would be surprised. They have really kept up that building, and it's just like you were there that first day. It really is.
I saw a recent picture of somebody doing some stuff there in the library, and I was like, man, that's exactly how it was when I was there.
Yeah, it's a public library. It's still there, and it's a public library. That was our way in. That was our foot in the door to get into that tour, because now it's the ACP training center.
Okay, so it's still maintained an education building. It just went from a school.
Yeah,
to
correct.
training.
And I said, you have a public library on the second floor. All we want to do is go in and see everything that used to be BHS. And they said, yeah, why not? Sure.
That's so.
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the highlight of that tour for sure.
Right.
Yeah. And so that's Tuesday then, and then so you guys have to find your own ride to the picture. And Christine's going to be there early to take her solo shot up down the stairs.
Right.
Now the Union Club dinner, though, that one you guys are going on the double-decker buses. So those will be the transportation's taken care of for that one.
Both ways, to it and coming home.
Yeah. It's a ways out, so we thought transportation is a must.
We don't want anybody driving at 12 o'clock at night. And
12:15 for sure.
Or 12:30. So
Especially
some people say, no, I'll drive. Jason Fertides needs to jump on board. Eddie Dolan. I'm name dropping.
Yeah. We're not naming names, but we're naming names, okay?
No,
Yeah.
Oh,
you're getting on the bus with us, buddy.
Get on the bus. Get on the bus.
That's it.
And
Come on.
we're trying to see if we can get a stop, like for the people that live in Panama, which there are not that many, to see if they can pick up a few people from Panama.
All they got to do is yell "Para," and the bus will stop and they jump off, man.
Para.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah. Well, now we have the Cinta Costera in front of Avenida Balboa, and you take the Cinta Costera 3, you go into Cinta Costera 1, and that's from Amador all the way down to the Union Club in Paitilla. So we're thinking maybe halfway we can do a stop, and lo and behold, I would get on there, and we'll probably have about 5 or 6 or maybe 8 people getting on at that point.
Right on. Well, the bus ride back will be the better bus ride anyway.
Right.
Yes.
I think so.
But like you said, we're old. We might all be sleeping.
Oye, aquí nadie está viejo. Nobody's old.
That's it.
That's not true.
Right on. That's it. I embrace that theory for sure.
No.
Sure. Okay, so that's Tuesday. That covers our Tuesday. What about Wednesday? Anything going on Wednesday?
The dinner dance wraps up our reunion. That's our grand finale.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a grand total of 4 days if most people can make it. And the first part of it is the Canal Zone reunion, and then you have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday is the Class of '84 reunion. But you don't want to miss out that first part either, because there's some good stuff going on there.
Oh yeah.
I know that Alex mentioned this, and I don't know what day it is, but we'll find out next week again or reconfirm it. But they're planning on doing a big group picture on the pier at the yacht club.
Oh, cool!
With the bridge in the background, and somebody's going to bring a drone in, and so that everybody's there waving and doing whatever.
That'd be so great.
Great. That should be great.
Yeah,
we'll be there.
Picture there for sure.
Yeah, I signed up for everything. I'm doing the welcome at the Elks Club on Thursday night. Friday morning, I'm going on the train. I think Doris and Christine are coming on the train. Are you guys coming on the train?
Yes.
Dude, I think that'll be so cool, that train ride, because that'll take me back. That would take me back to Balboa Rams days.
Oh gosh, yeah.
It's the best. It's the
Playing
best
at
time to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the best time to do that because you're going with a lot of people that you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Colón is, I don't know, I'm shaky about where I'm going, like in Colón, but
it's just there and back, right? I mean, are you guys getting off and staying there? Or are you just riding and coming back?
Just riding and coming back. I don't know if we're even getting off the train. I don't think so.
No, it's 3 hours, isn't it? It's 8 to 11, something like isn't it?
Yeah,
8 to 11.
It's about an hour and change there, and then a little while to turn around, and that'll be cool, man. That'll be a cool ride.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a good option there to do that.
That was always more fun in Little League football. High school football, that was on a bus. It was lame.
It was a bus, yeah. I used to take the train when I was, I don't know, 5th grade or something, when my sister, Elizabeth, was dating Coach Billy Fay.
Oh,
and
nice.
he was a lifeguard in Gamboa. So we would go down and take the train all by ourselves, no parents anywhere to be found. And we would take the train to Gamboa, walk over to the pool, and spend the day at the pool.
Well, I was talking to to Fran Hearn, Mitchie and Johnny's mom, one time.
Yeah.
And she grew up in the zone and grew up in Gamboa. And Friday nights, they would take the train to Balboa. And, you know, by 10, 11 o'clock, like, oh, we got to hurry up and get back to the train station because that was where you got home. I would never even fathom that, you know.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Right.
Not having to drive.
Yeah, man. So,
yeah, it leaves you off right there, huh?
Yeah.
Right in Gamboa, you're right.
Yeah, they had to stop in Gamboa. I remember that. And,
but then Friday night is we signed up to do the Chiva Paranera ride.
Right on. That'll be cool too, going through all the towns.
Yeah, I think some people are going on the boat cruise, but I don't know. Are you guys doing any of that, Christine?
No,
Robert?
because it's all sold out anyway. It's sold out.
Yeah.
I think most of those were, or they were close to sold out when we talked to Alex a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah. Okay.
I know the golf I believe is still, there might still be some spots open for anybody that's any golfers out there, any Class of 84 golfers. That's always a lot of fun. And then they have that on the 27th. Then that's the poolside party. That's on Saturday.
Yeah.
And that's when they'll have the vendors, I guess, right?
Yeah, the vendors, right? Saturday, right?
And which, by the way, real quick, one of the vendors is the Al Sprague Art. Cassie Sprague will be traveling down there. And we were on a couple of weeks ago and talked about, which was a really cool show. If you guys haven't seen it, we do have it saved on the Canal SCN Canal Zone Facebook page. But talking about Al Sprague and his life, and it was a really, really cool story. Out, you know, how he was brought up. It's always comforting to hear that some of these guys were raised, and as kids, they were troublemakers like I was. And so it's like, all right, cool. So you see, I wasn't the only one.
No,
right?
you weren't a troublemaker, Willie.
Right on, you know, the rebel raisers always turn out good in the long run.
That's right.
We just raised hell as kids, but as we grew up, we finally figured shit out. But no, it was really cool to hear his stories and everything there. And so she's going to be at the reunion, and they'll have a vendor table there. But they do have some bundles, which let me share that screen real quick here, because they have some bundles that they've set up to bear with me here. Here we go.
Yeah, I think I saw them on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah.
Point, and they look very, very nice.
It's really cool because, as you can see on the screen there, right, they have a beach towel, a tumbler, they got a tote bag, and if you pre-order, they include a print for whatever artwork you're getting. They're going to actually include an actual print of it.
Oh, that's cool. I totally want that beach towel. I need to order that right
now.
I
said the same thing. I said this.
Now, and for you guys in the States, if you want, you can pre-order and just have it delivered to you here in the States. You know, that's one less thing you got to haul around and bring back with you, because you know, you're going to be wanting to go down there and do some shopping and whatnot. So just keep that in mind, that if you want to, you know, get them ahead of time and just have them shipped to your addresses here in the States. Otherwise, you can get them when you're down there as well. But there'll be limited quantities down there, so don't wind up running out for whatever it's worth. But
I took a look at them, and they look very awesome. You know, and they're limited. I mean, I'm sure that after this is over, they will be hard to get. You know,
absolutely no, and you know, just from hearing his story from Cassie, it was really cool to hear, you know, how he's regarded in the art world. You know, he is somebody that's sought after, and some of his paintings go for a lot of money. And
oh yeah,
it was funny to hear her story and say that, you know, she's like, you know, I went to college, it was paid by drug money, because Noriega bought a lot of his paintings. You know? So it's like, well, you're not really lying there, sort of, kind of. But it was just a cool story. So just keep that in mind if you guys want to get some of that stuff. That will be available down there. But if you want to pre-order it, especially for anybody in the States, or you can just have it delivered to your house.
Great.
That's awesome.
But anything else that you guys want? Anybody out there on Facebook in the group, any questions you have, throw them in the chat. Just type them up in there. We can share them. And you guys, if you have any questions or anything you want to talk about, anything we want to share, it was really cool seeing you guys. I haven't talked to most of you guys in a long time.
Yeah.
What's everybody doing with their lives nowadays? I'm married. I have 4 kids. I was telling Christine I'm going to be a grandfather in May.
Oh, that's exciting!
I know, right?
You know, so
I did not know you had 4 kids, Willie. That's awesome.
Yes, wow. Yes, 4 kids, and they're all grown up now. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm a trainer. I'm a corporate trainer, so I train for a living. I gave teachers hell for many years, and now I do that. I did try about a year ago. I tried substitute teaching, and that was brutal. Oh my God, that was brutal. I had the worst one. I had a middle school band class, and I thought, well, hell, it's band. What? How bad can this be? I couldn't play an instrument to save my life, so I hope they don't expect me to teach anything. But that was pure hell. I came home and my wife was like, "What's the matter?" I was like, "I will never, ever, ever teach middle schoolers again, and never in a band class, because they thought, it's insulated and there's no soundproof. So these people just raised pure hell. They were crawling into lockers and all kinds of. Finally, Coach Will came out. I got on that stage, and now Coach Will started barking. I kind of sounded like Coach Cotton back in the day, and all like, oh, and they finally listened up. But it was pure hell. I couldn't do that anymore. Anybody that here or in the group out there that's a teacher, God love you, man. And my former teachers, very sorry for all that hell.
Raising hell.
Yeah, it was, man. It was brutal. I never imagined I would be doing that ever in my life. So
I think we have a lot of teachers coming out from Balboa High School.
Oh, right on.
They love it, and teachers are just. I'm so grateful for them, and they're so, and I wish this country could have more respect for them and triple their salary.
Amen.
Because,
Amen.
They are the initial. We need more education and more respect, and they're the ones that have the big hand on that.
They do.
Them and the parents.
They molded us.
Yeah.
Back in the day, back in Balboa, they were the ones who were there molding us.
And Rebecca, you and I in St. Mary's. I mean, that was you. They didn't play there, Robert. It's right.
And Robert was there.
Yeah, play there, man.
I was in St.
the
Mary's
were there.
The glorious white and blue, man.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
And by the way, I went to Old St. Mary's. I had to go because now it's part of Ministerio de Educación.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had to go to get my daughter's credits and diploma authenticated,
Right.
certified, so that she could go to university in Spain. And I was told it's in Ancon, where the old St. Mary's campus was. I said, wow, I know how to get there. And I went, and once again, it was like going back in time. And that would be something people may want to do when they come down. They have maintained and kept up that campus, that school. It's now Ministerio de Educación.
But do they have air conditioning?
They have air conditioning.
Man, because that was unbelievable, man. You didn't have air conditioning in the 80s
Lo and behold, I'm looking. There it was, the mango yard. It was
the mango yard. That's right.
Mango tree's not there anymore, but this is where it used to be. And I turned around because one of the offices over on the left was one of the offices where they had to sign off, and the grotto is still there.
Wow.
With awesome. The grotto is still there and looks just the way it was 2 years ago. It's still there.
That's cool.
That's something people may want to do.
Yeah, I've never done that, and all the times I've gone back, that would be cool to do.
It's there. It's there.
That was. I remember living on Amador Road, and first grade through third grade, I was at Balboa Elementary, and so riding the bus, we'd go through Gavilan first, and then over to Amador Road. And we'd always go by St. Mary's, and we'd be yelling out the window, "Ferry, St. Mary's." And fourth grade, all of a sudden, like, "I get vida. Here they come. Here comes Balboa Elementary, man." They're gonna look at me now.
I know.
The hoodlums over there in Balboa Elementary School.
That's right.
So and it really hasn't changed. The steps that go up to where the library used to be.
Yes, those stairs are so dangerous.
Yes,
it's still there.
We used to play marbles underneath them.
Yeah, correct.
Right, and that's where you come out with a flag to do the national anthem.
Yeah, that's right.
It's still there. It's the fire escape. So it's still there. It brought back a lot. I finished everything. I took a walk all around the
Heck
place.
yeah, man.
I mean, people were looking at me. I said, "Hi, hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo está? Buenas tardes." I'm just walking around.
Who's this freak?
You know, and it's like what one guy I think was what a teacher is like what you know and actually they were pretty good about attending my needs, and they're like, "Have you already been helped?" And I said, "Yes, I'm just taking a stroll around what used to be St. Mary's because I was a student here." And he said, "Really? Wow, that's great.
There's a good vibe that comes out of that building, and no matter what."
Yeah. So that was awesome, you know. And he said, "Go right ahead, you know, mi casa, tu casa, you know." So I walked around and then I left, you know. So it was great.
Yeah, you know, well, that building is no longer there. I remember my class with Sister Elizabeth, and then I left to the States, but and then I went back in Balboa. But what I'm trying to tell you is that I went back and I saw that, and then I went to the new St. Mary's. Have you been there?
Yeah. Albrook?
And then
around Albrook, right?
Yes, around Albrook.
Yeah.
The new St. Mary's is there, and right next to it is it's a huge building, big. The walls are like 6 feet wide.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about? And that's the Russian embassy.
Wow. Go figure.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So now, is that new St. Mary's affiliated with the old one? Is it like the same school that moved, or they just threw the name on it?
I don't know.
Sort of, kind of, sort of. It's a private Catholic high school. I would say that its affiliation is very thin, but it's their. I'm aware that their school schedule is an international school schedule, just like the ones that we had back in the day.
Okay.
And a lot of people go there because it's an international school, you know, and it's relatively affordable, you know, and it's a good school. So it's an option for a lot of people.
Right on.
And you have also a Balboa Academy, Academia Balboa, which used to be our alma mater. It's in the Ciudad de Saber in Clayton. And that was, quote unquote, our school, even though it kind of brought the old teachings of Balboa High School towards Panama, you know, Panama now. And it's a private school, you know, and a very good private school also. And I still remember I can't remember why I went there. And I parked in front of what they say used to be La Cabeza de Balboa, Rebecca.
Oh, really?
I said, this is an imposter.
Yes, and I know who has the head.
Pulling my leg.
Who has the head?
That head.
I don't know.
It was pulled around in a wagon at a reunion in the last 5 years, and it is John Stromberg has that head.
Wow.
Oh my
He
gosh.
does.
If you ever want to do a fundraiser for the society, sell that thing. You could raise a bundle.
That's like it has become an urban legend. Where is La Cabeza de Balboa?
He has it. He totally has it. It was. I'm gonna find pictures and send them to you guys. With we all took pictures with the head at that reunion.
Man, that's I want to see that, Rebecca.
If there's ever anything that's one of a kind, that's it, man.
Well, it's not the one at Balboa Academy. Let me tell you, I went up to it, and there was people that the guards were looking at me, and I was like, poke, poke, poke. This is fake. I mean, this is not the real thing.
It was like the Cristiano Ronaldo statue.
Yeah, he was telling me, like, get off of there. I said, no, wait a minute. This is not the real toy.
I think Doris is trying to leave us.
Yeah, you know what? I just want to say one thing. I want to thank you so much for having us, Willie.
Of course.
I think that Alex Reyes, you know, Eddie Dolan, Alan Dico, I can't name all because I don't remember now, but they've done a phenomenal job. And I want to thank also our team that is incredible too. And we're just trying, we have one goal, and for everybody to have fun and reunite again. So I think
I think you're well on your way to that goal. Just the amount of people you guys have got together in this short time.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
We made it. I mean, I didn't think it was possible. I mean, it was all like an idea, and it came together, and we did it. I mean, almost 80 people coming down.
Well done again, class of '84. Nice work, guys. Way to step up.
Me and Doris and Robert.
Class of '86. We got to do the same thing now, huh? We got a number to beat now.
I don't know if you can. We'll see.
Yes. Robert's Angels.
There you go.
Of course, it was good seeing you. And again, we'll be doing something next week with Alex. If you want to join us, you're more than welcome to.
Great. Sounds great.
So, and for the rest of you guys, if we want to stick around, we can chit chat some more if you got things to do, whatever the case is. But again, I really enjoy doing this. We are talking about doing a Back to the BHS series. And again, the idea here is to, we would have liked to have started in August with you guys, but we didn't get to, so we'll pick up the second half of the year. But ideally what we want to do is take a graduating class or a couple of different classes that are ending with that same year number, right? In this case, it's 24, so 84, 94, 74, etc. And maybe once a month, once every other month, we'll get together, maybe on a Friday night, a happy hour, have a few beers. We'll talk about what was going on in January of 1984. What was the hot music? What was the #1 song out there? What was in the news, right? What was going on TV? What were we doing at BHS, right? Now, January, we're getting ready to start baseball season. Baseball tryouts, we're getting ready to start. So, we might have some stories here late January, early February on some cool baseball stories in the zone. We know February, obviously, Cayuco race was big in the zone, so we might have something to chat about there. But keep it in mind, guys, and maybe shoot for late February. We'll reminisce about the reunion you guys had in Panama and start talking about, what you guys did in 1984 in January, what you guys did in March and April leading up to your big graduation day in June of 1984. So, But again, guys, listen, thank you so much. Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, by the way, a little PSA ad. There's been on Facebook a message posted for Ray Mock, a former Zonian who unfortunately passed away. His wife has stage 4 cancer. She's in the States, and she can't do a whole lot. He's actually in the morgue in Panama. And so they've got a GoFundMe page set up for that. If we can all step up as Zonians and put it out there. But some people were concerned that it might be a scam. It's not a scam. It's a real thing. If you see it on any of the Zonian pages, jump in there and throw in a couple bucks in the GoFundMe that'll help out. So we're a big Zonian family, and we're going to try and take care of each other wherever we can.
Well, just before we go, there's a couple of people on the chat that just had some questions about how to get how to see the Al Sprague bundles. If you want to give them that
absolutely. Let me go ahead and put that. It's on the screen here right now. It's panamaart.com/bundles. Go there. They're on there. They're listed on there. And we'll put it out there. I'll put a link to it in your Class of '84 group when we get done here as well. So go ahead and visit there. You can, like I said, you can pre-order those. That's one less thing you got to travel with, right? You guys are going to be out in Panama.
Yeah, I love it.
And fill up that suitcase with all kinds of cool things. Well, that's less things you got to worry about. So, but again, guys, if you have anything else, any closing messages, anything you want to tell your classmates, any reminders, anything that anybody's got to get done.
There was the email. There was an email that was sent out a couple of weeks ago, and I'll resend it again. It's just 4 basic questions. It's a little project we're doing. So if you could, a lot of you have taken the time to answer it already, but if the rest of you could, it's just basically, what's your favorite song from the time? What does it remind you of? A couple of things like that. So just go back. I'll resend it out tomorrow to everybody. And it takes 2 seconds to answer the questions. We do have a little bit of a project we want to do for you all when you get down there. All right.
Great.
And Johnny McGee wants to get on, but he's not allowed to. So
hey, you got to let Johnny on, man.
Nope.
Right now he wants to get on. I don't know.
Says, how do I get on, Will?
You want to get on right now?
Yeah, people are trying to get on and they don't know how to get on.
Well, if they just join the chat, put something in the chat, it'll pop up in the screen here. And then we'll throw them on there. I can put a couple of them on there. Like here's one here. Here's somebody else put on. Send me a copy of Al Sprague bundles.
Oh, Johnny McGee actually wants to talk. Is that what he wants to do?
It says, how do I get on, Will? That's all I see.
Tell
He
him
wants to be a
tell him to hang
participant.
tight. Technology is on the works. You're telling him to give me 1 second here. I want that, Johnny McGee. Here you go. Johnny, check your WhatsApp.
There we go. I vote we get John on here.
He'll be
Yeah,
popping
let's
here
get
any
him
second
on.
now. We're going to see how fast he is. I just sent him the link. Let's see how long it takes him here. He's on the clock.
Good.
All right,
All right,
Johnny,
he's
let's
on
go.
the
You're
clock.
on the clock, buddy. Come on now.
How do I get on, Will? That's gonna.
Oye, voy por la segunda cerveza.
Ahora sí.
Not me, man. It's past my bedtime.
I know. No, I got to start practicing how to stay up late.
Yes.
I know we got to
absolutely.
start.
I'm going to start drinking heavily the next couple of weeks.
Instead of going to the gym, we'll just sit down every Friday and Saturday night and drink
Que
all
lo
night
que
long.
es.
There he is.
Que lo
Johnny
que es.
McGee.
Johnny, welcome. Good to see you, man. Happy New Year, brother.
Hanging, man.
You have some
Dylan.
things to share? Share some
Bienvenido,
wisdom.
John.
I'm just going to be there in a few weeks, man. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody.
Sounds great.
Awesome. Yeah, how many people are going? Anybody? Throw your name in the chat if you're going to the reunion. Let's see who's going.
I mean, they have a couple hundred, I think, right?
Yeah.
Somebody
Go ahead
said.
and throw them in the chat here. Let's see what's going on here. We'll start throwing them out there. We'll start naming names in a good way this time, right? Not like
Where-
before when we name names.
And this is a weird question, Willie, but where can people see this? Like on Facebook, they go to your page and they can see it.
They can see it on my page. I have a YouTube channel, SCN Canal Zone. I'll put a link up for that. I honestly don't know that off the top of my head.
Okay. And on Facebook, right? They can go.
Yes,
'cause
and on Facebook. Guys, when
our
you're putting in
group
the chat, put your name in there because it's only showing up as Facebook user.
Yes.
I'm not sure why. It should normally show up with the name.
Yeah.
It
But,
shows up on my phone. On my phone, it shows the names, but on my computer, it doesn't.
Interesting.
It doesn't show.
I
That's
wonder why
weird.
that is here.
Hey, so
John, you
John,
have
where
some,
are you? Are you in Panama or are you in the States?
No, I'm covered in snow in Salt Lake City right now.
Oh, God.
Great. All right.
Hey, anybody come up, man? There's great skiing right now.
Awesome.
Too
All right,
cold.
look at
Too
Norma.
cold for me.
Welcome, Norma. Glad to have you anyway, even if you didn't graduate with these guys.
Norma.
I didn't either,
Hi,
but
Norma.
it's all good.
You
Norma,
didn't, Willie? You didn't graduate?
You're
Oh.
invited as well.
Not with
Norma.
you guys. I had to graduate 86 with your sister.
Yeah. John McGee, you have stories to share? Is that why you wanted to come on and talk to us?
No, I just wanted to say hi to everybody. I haven't seen you guys in forever.
Come on,
man.
you have good stories.
John travels the world.
Hey,
Yeah.
Does
I
travel the world.
I did get to see the head live at the beach with at Stromberg's beach, Uncle's Beach
See?
House.
That's
I got
right.
to see
Stromberg.
it. I got to see it, man. So
All
it's
right.
real.
The Strombergs are the ones with the head.
Yeah,
There you
John
go.
has it.
I don't know
All right.
how he got it, and I don't know how he got it out of the country.
That's another issue. Yeah. How do you
sure.
do that?
Right. It's like an ancient artifact. You're not supposed to be smuggling
That's
those
right.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
totally right.
things.
There's an action movie being filmed about it. Finding the head.
Look, there's Brad Erickson. I haven't seen him in forever. Who else?
Yeah. Well, we're really set to have a great time once everyone gets down here. I mean, it's all going to start with the Canal Zone reunion, the general reunion.
Yeah.
And it's just going to follow up with our reunion later on, and we're just looking forward to a great time.
No, it really is. It looks like a lot of fun. Again, kudos to Alex and his crew. They worked really hard at building something to not compete with the reunion up here, but kind of support it. They work hand in hand together, and so it's really, really cool. It's really well done. Again, I hate that I'm not going to go to this one, but you guys have certainly given me and hopefully some of my classmates for the 86 class some inspiration to do something like this and
It's
build
so
up.
fun. Yeah, I'll get a little philosophical because when I went last year, I go often, but last year I went, and everywhere I went, I ran into people I knew. It felt like I was home. I mean, it always feels like home, but it really felt like home because everywhere I turned were people I knew.
Right.
So
Which
this
was
is
the way
the
it was
time to
back
go.
then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
now it's
yeah.
a familiar sight, but if it's not the same people, it's different. But when you go and you're looking at that, like you say, everywhere you turn, it's another zone, and that's the way it was when we grew up.
Yeah, That's right.
You know? So it's like
So
the
it's
right
the
people in
perfect
those
time of
places
year.
now.
Yeah.
The weather's perfect. There's all these people you know, and there's fun things to do. I mean, it's kind of perfect.
Yeah, late January, summer, dry season is going to be great.
Hey,
Mhm.
if anybody wants to, now that you guys talked about that metro, if anybody that's flying in and wants to take that metro, is there a convenient way to get from there to the hotel in Amador, or would they have to then get some transportation from there?
Uber.
Cinco de Mayo, I would not advise to get up to the Cinco de Mayo exit.
Okay.
But it would be the Tocumen all the way to the Cinco de Mayo, and then get like some type of Uber or taxi from there on to Amador.
You mean don't go to San Miguelito exit?
No, it's Cinco de Mayo is right up where the state, the National Assembly is, and so
Yeah, where the Osaka bus station used to be.
Yeah, correcto. That's actually where the metro exit at that point is. Hey, it's possible. I mean, if
just because now that you mentioned it, I'm sure somebody's going to think about it and maybe want to take that as an alternative, because everything I've always heard, even with these highways, the traffic is still brutal down there.
You can set it up. I mean, it's not impossible if it's daytime, if it's a convenient time to actually call up an Uber or get on a taxi over onto Amador. You can do it. You can actually do it, and it should be quite cheap.
And again, for those that haven't been down to Panama, you can use Uber down there. If you have your Uber app up here, you can use it down there. So use that as a convenient way to. And somebody just threw in there, especially Naps. Is anybody else going to be going to Naps? That's
absolutely Thursday night for me. Thursday afternoon.
Thursday before or after the reunion?
Thursday before I go to the Elks Club. I'm going to Naples.
It's Naps is still there, man. I was a frequent customer when I was working at the Ministry of Health. I would walk down there, and oh man, cliente frecuente, man. I met up with the Dolans there.
Yeah,
it was great. The great food at a great price, man. You can't beat it.
So
I
Rebecca,
think when you go to Naples, you never know who you're going to run into. That's another place you always run into someone.
No, that's one that you definitely on Facebook see frequent pics of Naps. There's always somebody going there for sure, and they take a picture.
And talking about how things have never changed. Same tables, chairs.
Oh, nice.
It was refreshed. It was refreshed a little bit during COVID. But still the same.
Just a little bit.
Still the same, correct. Yeah.
So is there something going on at the Elks Club and Naps, or is that just
the Elks Club is the welcome. They're having a welcome on Thursday for the CZ reunion, Canal Zone reunion.
Gotcha. Okay, perfect. Okay. Very cool.
Hey, this is the only way that Jason will ever make it to a reunion. We had to go.
We had to come to his doorstep.
Well, hey, whatever it takes. That's what Zone is, man. If you can't go to the reunion, we'll bring the reunion to you.
It took a lot.
Right on.
It did.
Hey, thank you guys for all you're doing for our class and for our
reunion. It's
been fun. Very much appreciated, and I hope to see you guys and hug you soon.
Yeah, very soon.
Very soon. Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yep.
Now, hold on. I'm looking for you guys on here. I'm looking to see where we're at. Where are you at, Rebecca? You're G.
I am G.
Okay.
Yeah. That's Steve.
There you are. There's Rebecca. Woo!
Yep, there she is.
All right.
I don't know, when people say you look exactly like you did in high school, that's not what you want people to say.
All right, let's see, Robert. Where you at, Robert? There's Robert. Look at this guy.
There I am. Hey, there you go.
Somebody messed up my picture, man. They said give me the sexy look or something.
All right, where's Christine? Where's Christine? Here we
I'm
go.
there. I have some kind of. My hair was so dark.
Yeah. All right. You showed up for that. You didn't show up for the class pick on the admin, but you showed up for that one. That's good. Right
yeah. Lupe Patton did my makeup and my hair.
Right on.
I don't know why I remember that, but I did.
There's McGee. There's McGee up here. Look at him. Like he's on The Sopranos or something. Look at him.
Yeah.
There you go.
John Michael McGee.
Or get on a taxi over onto Amador. That's me. I hear.
Sorry.
So cool. Very cool. I love looking at these old pictures, man. This is good
Yeah.
stuff. And you know what's amazing? You look through these and you realize, God, I knew every one of these people to a certain extent, right? Now, I mean, you obviously weren't friends with everybody,
It's
but
true. Yeah.
But you
really
saw them,
do.
saw them
You know?
every day. Saw them every day.
That's awesome. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, listen, guys. Again, next week we're planning on doing a Canal Zone reunion show. If you guys want to jump on and throw out any messages for your Class of '84 reunion, any other reminders, any updates on things you're doing there, you're more than welcome to do it. More than welcome to have you guys on here. Start thinking about things coming up maybe for February that we can, do a 1984 show. What was going on in February of 1984? A lot of Cayuca stuff then, of course, baseball season, anything else that went on during that time of the year and whatnot. We can maybe start building up to that big graduation in June of 1984. So
That's right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah. Thank you, Willie, for having us on.
Thanks
of
so
course,
much.
it's my pleasure,
Great.
guys. I really, really had a
great.
lot of fun with this. Hope you guys had fun as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And, we'll keep it rolling and keep everybody up to speed on this. Take a lot of pictures. And again, if you guys want to have something in Panama, to broadcast, maybe, like I said, a toast to, the Class of '84 toast. And for those of us that can't make it, more than happy to do something on the air for you guys. And
That would be
and
fun.
involved.
We will discuss it.
We can plan on that. That sounds good. Maybe it could be Tuesday for the dinner.
Yes, during our
Absolutely.
dinner.
That sounds
Definitely.
good.
Oh, by the way, I'm bringing Mrs. Ripperda as my date to the.
She gave everybody F, so don't bring her.
That's hilarious. That's a name from the past there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Don't turn your back on the Ripperda.
All right,
you
guys. Listen, this was a lot of fun. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
New Year.
And enjoy yourself. Safe travels down there, and we will talk to you guys soon.
Love
Awesome.
you guys. Thanks again.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
See you guys.